cosmetic that I have been enjoying for April 2019. So, a lot of you have asked me to do another video similar to my Nord VPN style video that was a sponsorship. I had my microphone kind of held in my hand and I was whispering really, really close to it and very kind of gently. And I've decided to do the same for this video because I had so many people saying that it was their best bit of the video, so I'm gonna try and recreate it for you. Obviously I'll be needing my hands for this video, so I've used my tripod here to hold it, but that's good because my hands, when I hold the microphone, they tend to creak and make kind of like a vibration through the microphone, so it's quite good. I'm using the tripod today. So I have here my list of monthly favourites, so I don't get confused because there's quite a lot on here this month. So before we get into my favourite film for this month, I will have to do a special mention to a band that I have really, really, really been enjoying, and that is a band called The Who, and they are a Mongolian metal rock band, and I found them through the Facebook, and I've really, really been enjoying two of their songs. That's the only two that they've got out at the moment. I believe that they are doing a tour at some point. I'm not really sure, but I won't play them. I won't play the songs because this video will be demonetized. So I will link the songs in the description, and I would thoroughly recommend you guys to check it out. It's just really great, and I've really been loving them. But yeah, go and check out The Who. So then the films that I have seen this month in April has been loads because there's been so many films that have been released, like big blockbusters and also little indie films as well. So the films that I have watched are Us, Pet Cemetery, Hellboy, Greta, and most recently Avengers Endgame. So I'll give you my thoughts on each of those films just very quickly, and then I'll tell you which one I was my favourite, and the results may shock you. Alright, so Us. I really enjoyed Us, a film by Jordan Peele, who is like the master of kind of horror and suspense, and and like kind of psychological thrillers. I did watch what was this film before? Get Out, and I really enjoyed that to a point. I really enjoyed the concept and the storyline like I did in Us, but I felt like there was something ultimately missing, or it kind of missed a beat where it should have been kind of, I don't know, the storyline was great and the story was great, but I felt like it lacked something. I don't know, but generally I was hooked throughout, and I thought it was creepy and dark and twisted, and the acting was amazing, and yeah, just really creepy stuff. But yeah, thought it kind of lacked something. And then the next film that I watched was Pet Cemetery, and as all of you know, I'm a massive Stephen King fan, and I recently read Pet Cemetery before the film came out. I haven't watched the original film, but master storyteller when it comes to grief and emotion and how people kind of cope in these terrible situations that they're put in. And I really, really think that the book, I just thoroughly enjoyed it. The movie lived up to the book, in my opinion, and actually the ways in which the storytellers and the writers and I guess the team behind it changed the overall storyline. The ending especially, I actually thought was a lot better than the book. I won't spoil any of these films in case you guys have seen them, but in the book, something happens to one character, and in the film they swap it around so it's another character, and I truly think it worked out better. And also the ending took a darker turn than the book, and I thought that was really, really well executed, and it really, I wasn't suspecting it or anything like that, and I felt like the storyline, it stayed true to the storyline. However, the acting was a little bit flat in some places, and I think they kind of skimped on the emotion a little bit too much in the film. In the book, it dwells a lot on grief and how parents especially deal with grief when they've lost a child and stuff. And I think that was kind of skimped a little bit, and they kind of rushed to the horror elements rather than kind of dwelling on the story, so to say. I don't know. Maybe that was a conscious decision for the studio and the filmmakers, because obviously horror sells, and they want to get bums on seats in theatres, and they don't necessarily want to dwell too much in so-called boring stuff. As a filmmaker, I come up against that quite a lot. They just want the jump scares and the tacky stuff. But I thought Pet Sematary was actually quite true to itself and had something for everyone, so I really enjoyed it. So the next film I watched was Hellboy, and I am quite a fan of the original, with Ron Perlman as Hellboy and Doug Jones as the Aquaman kind of guy. I apologise that I don't know the correct names, but this rendition of Hellboy, starring the guy from Stranger Things, I can't think of his name, and the other dude who was in American Gods. Names on my tip of my tongue, but I forget. It was a more British kind of telling of Hellboy. I have never read the comics or graphic novels, so I don't know where it's properly set. But Mila Jovovich is in it as well as the bad guy, or girl, the woman. So I don't know the backstory of Hellboy, but in terms of a film as an entertainment piece, I thought it was just dreadful. I'm so sorry for people who enjoyed it, but I thought it was absolute trash, and the good bits about it was obviously Hellboy himself. I thought they did him really good, and the actor who plays him really sold it well, and I thought it was very believable, and he was funny and like crass and stuff. And the Baba Yaga Baba Yaga, the crazy demon woman in the ostrich house, that was freaking creepy. I thought that was cool. Yeah, actually I think about that now. Oh, it's so weird. Maybe I should do it like a Baba Yaga roleplay and like transform myself into that kind of Russian like demon thing, maybe. Anyway, I'm going off tangent. But the rest of it, the storyline, was just like really, and some of the acting was atrocious. Like even I could do better than that. It was just like it felt like it was just reading off a script. It was just really flat and just really bad. And then there was like a couple of CGI characters. Like there was this like boar, like a pig sort of a thing, and oh my god, it was just so irritating. much, because there was another element that I really liked, was the he foresaw the end of the world, and I thought that was pretty cool how they did that. But I don't know, I wouldn't go and see it again. Not my favourite, but I really enjoyed the original, so I don't know. And the next film I saw was Greta, and Greta is a film about a young girl who finds a handbag on Subway in New York, and she goes to return it to the owner, and the owner is like a really old lady, not old, but she's an old lady who's very, very lonely, and this young girl, played by she was in Kick-Ass. I can't remember her name. I literally, it's on the tip of my tongue. I'll do a little here. So anyway, she goes to give the handbag back, and they form a friendship because she feels sorry for this older lady, and her family aren't there and stuff. And then it turns out that this old lady has been leaving handbags all around New York on the subway to entice people, because she's so lonely and she's a bit kind of unhinged, and this young girl can't get rid of her once she finds out this older woman's secret, Greta's secret. She can't get rid of her, and then Greta starts to stalk her. And I honestly really loved the film. There was obviously some moments which were a little bit typical and a little bit cheesy, but the overall storytelling and the acting was amazing. And obviously through like personal experience of like creepy people, like not stalking me but being like generally inappropriate, I could really sense that. And you try and help someone, and you try and like do something nice for someone, and actually they're just like, whoa, you're not the person that I thought you were. And I can definitely like relate to that. And then I just thought that the woman who played Greta really sold that really well, and I mean, you really felt kind of sorry for her in the beginning. She's just like this sweet old lady, and then she turns out to be a freaking psycho, and it was just like, whoa, it was great, and her acting was phenomenal, and you really believed it. And there were some points that you didn't see coming in the film, and it was really, really cool. But yeah, I really enjoyed Greta. And the last one that I saw, obviously, was Avengers Endgame. Now, most of you know I am not like the hugest, craziest fan of the MCU, the Marvel comic universe. I appreciate it for what it is, like superhero films. It is what it is, and it's great, it's cool, yeah, but for me it gets a little bit tiresome and a little bit like there's no thinking involved necessarily. It's just like popcorn movie, audience fodder kind of movie. But Avengers Endgame I thought was amazing, how they tied all of the Marvel films all together and kind of tied up the storylines and concluded all the storylines. And I thought it was really, really brave, the certain choices the filmmakers made, story-wise and character-wise. I thought it was really cool. Again, obviously everybody goes in with like high expectations, and my expectations were really high, but I can't, as much as they exceeded my expectations, I can't help but feel that it's just not my cup of tea. And I know that I'll probably lose like 1,000 subscribers for saying this, but I really appreciate it for what it is, but it's just not my cup of tea. I enjoyed it, and I sat through it, and it didn't feel like 3 hours long at all. I was riveted and engaged throughout, but it's something that won't stay with me necessarily. It's just, I don't know, I need something that I can kind of think about and dwell over and stuff like that. I think if I was a lot more of a hardcore Marvel fan, then I would be in tears right now, and I would be, my life would have changed for sure, but I'm not that person, and I'm not confusing at times, I will say. I had to ask Mr. WhisperAudios, like, so what does that mean then, and how does that work? Because he has a better understanding of all this stuff. But yeah, I thought it was a great film, just not my cup of tea. So, having said all of that, out of all of those, my favourite that I enjoyed was Greta. I honestly sat through that and I thought, you know, what a great film. A really cool little indie film as well, really original kind of storytelling and all of that. And yeah, I think that's going to be my favourite for April. So now we come on to my favourite ASM artist. Now this is an ASM artist that I found on Reddit, and I am part of the ASMR community boards on Reddit, as most of, you know, ASM artists and even viewers are. And there was a post where people discussed who's your favourite ASM artist with high production value, and obviously Goodnight Moon was on there and Latte ASMR, and I found this artist and she's kind of in the same vein as Goodnight Moon, and I go crazy. I'm weak at the knees for high production value ASMR, and I think it's just amazing how you know, ASMR has now become like a short film medium. I mean, I work in like the movie industry, and the time it takes to set something like that up and plan it, it's, you know, weeks worth of your time, your money and effort. And, you know, part of the reason why I don't really do that kind of high production value stuff is because it takes such a long time and it's just time I don't have. But that's why I seek out those videos, because technically they just blow my mind and I actively seek them out. So I have an artist here, and her name is ASMR with Anna, and I'm going to show you one of her role plays that I've really been enjoying. Let's get the volume right. Here we go. I'm just going to forward it along a bit. Oh my god, this is just amazing. Oh my god.
Tally
Here we go.
Bakery, and I am Tally, and this is my bakery. Well, myself and my sister Mag. Welcome. I don't believe I've seen you in here before. No, I didn't think so. No, that's quite all.
You can see that it's just, how can and check out ASMR with Anna. I think she only has like, let me look. It's not like hundreds of thousands. Well, she has 13,000 subscribers. You know, I'm recording this in April 2019, and this girl deserves millions of subscribers, millions of subscribers. Let me tell you. So please go and check out her channel. I implore you. All right. So now we move on to my favorite thing, and it's a bit of a weird one. It is. There's a story behind it. It is this Lavazza decaf coffee, and you may be thinking, why are you loving decaf coffee so much? Like, number one, are you crazy? Who drinks decaf? And number two, like, what's so special about this? So I unconsciously have been trying to drink less caffeine and alcohol recently, and in my next monthly favourites I'll be sharing with you my favourite non-alcoholic Prosecco. I know, crazy, right? But this decaf coffee, and I've tried a lot, and most of them do taste like absolute dirt, but this one just tastes like just really, really nice coffee. And the first time I tried it, I've got a espresso machine. The first time I tried it, I couldn't believe it was decaf, and it just tastes so nice, and the crema's really, really good on it as well. I've used it in cappuccinos, lattes, and americanos as well, and espressos, but I don't tend to drink an espresso neat. And the flavour is just so good, so good. So yeah, I've been trying to limit my caffeine intake, and I know decaf coffee has caffeine in it. It's not completely caffeine free, but it has significantly lower quantities of caffeine than, say, like a regular cup of coffee or tea or black tea. And I just have been really enjoying it, and I only drink it now because I just love the taste of it, and I love the way it just doesn't give me the shakes. And I mean, I love coffee. Let's not lie. Coffee is like my lifeblood, and I drink it every single day. I only try to have 1 cup a day, but sometimes, you know, it's like a 2-cup of coffee day. Do you know what I mean? And I know that I can safely have 2 cups of decaf a day without kind of worrying too much about going over my caffeine, like my own personal caffeine limit. And like when I go out to like town or grab a coffee with my family or something like that, I'll always ask for a decaf now. I got to the point where caffeine was starting to give me headaches, and it was starting to give me not shakes but kind of tremors in my body, and my heart my heart rate started to go up a lot, and you know, my Fitbit was telling me like, you gotta reduce your heart rate and stuff. But ever since I've been drinking decaf, I found my heart rate and my stress levels actually have been significantly lower just by cutting out, you know, huge amounts of caffeine. And I know there's still got caffeine in it, but a lot lower. I'm not ready to kind of cut it out yet or go cold turkey, because I do love coffee, and it'd be a shame to just cut it out. You know what I mean? You know, you only live once. And that's that. And then I have been drinking less alcohol as well, but still enjoying pretend alcohol. But we'll come on to that next month, because I've only tried 2 alcohol-free Prosecco's, and I want to make sure I get the right one, because both of them are actually pretty good. Anyway, so now we come on to my favourite cosmetic, and some of you who follow my blog may have seen this already, so I apologise, but this is the Mani Mask Camouflage Colour and Condition Polish by Barry M. It looks like this. Let's do some tapping. And you can see my nails have like grown this pretty much continuously, and it's I don't know if you'll be able to see it on my nails. It's kind of chipping a little bit, but if you have a look there, I'll try and blank myself out. Can you see? Probably not. Let's just touch the camera so you can focus. So it's not a polished like sort of thing. It's more of like a conditioning mask, and it just gives your nails a bit more uniform. It's kind of like growing out a little bit now, but it's literally just a strengthener, a conditioner, and it dries matte and it dries super quick. So if you're in a rush and you want your nails to look nice, you just apply one coat of this and you're done in like a couple of minutes. So I put like one coat of this on a week, and then I will take it off at the end of the week and then reapply it again. It doesn't matter if it's like chipped or grown out or anything like that, because it's so subtle and so like sheer, I guess. It blends in with your natural nail really nicely that you don't notice that it's chipped. Unlike regular nail polish, like coloured nail polish, you know when it's chipped, it's obvious. And it's just given my nails so much strength and like so much density. I'm just like, it's not even claiming to be like a growth serum or anything like that. It's not what it is, but it just helps your nails to strengthen against, like, you know, you bump into stuff, you like chip your nails or open cans and stuff like that, and your nails go through a lot. Someone like me who has incredibly genetically weak nails and really, really bad nails, this has just been a lifesaver, and it just looks really, really pretty as well. You can do like 3 coats to make it more opaque, and then sometimes what I'll do is I will put like a really glossy top coat on it to make it look like a kind of baby boomer kind of look, like a very natural kind of baby boomer nail. And for those of you who don't know what a baby boomer nail is, it's kind of like a grown out French tip, like an ombre French tip, which I think is really flattering on everyone. So yeah, I've really, really been enjoying that. So that's the end of the monthly favourites. I hope you have enjoyed this. I know I kind of ramble on a lot, but you know, I just love talking about stuff. And let me know if you want me to check out any other products, or like if you've been enjoying certain things this month. What has been your favourite film? Did you enjoy Avengers Endgame? And have you seen the other films that I have seen as well, like Greta and Pet Sematary and stuff? I'd love to know what you thought down in the comments, so please be sure to leave me a comment and I'll get back to you. So thank you again guys for watching, and I will see you in my